Hello everybody. Today I want to show you something because I'm anyway doing it because we need these feathers for our little movie or documentary, and I want to make bonnets. So really good bonnets, but I need them a bit cheaply because it's just 5 seconds for the movie that we will show them. So what I have here is turkey feathers. You see, these turkey feathers are they are not straight, they are somehow round here. And when you see a feather bonnet like this here, you see that these feathers are relatively straight. And you always see, when you have an imitation feather, cheaply made imitation feather made from a turkey feather, then you see that, and they are not ironed, then you see that it always looks cheaply, because even it's a feather from a wing, and even an eagle feather from a wing would look more straight. It's a different bird than a turkey. It's always just running away here. So I have here eagle feather, you see, and it's very straight. It's not, there's no round thing in any direction. And before you cry now, because I as a white person have an eagle feather, we are in Europe here, and in Europe you have a cetus paper I have here for this feather exactly, and it's even I can even sell it. It's here, the cross, you know. And for this paperwork, even you see the feather here, and that's the feather. So that's it's legal to me to have it for me. So, because I want to show you at the real thing, that you know what I'm thinking about. So, but now have to be fast because a thunderstorm is coming here. So what you need is an iron, and I don't need the water inside. I don't need damp. So what I now do is, it's a little bit difficult to see. What I now do is I press the feathers down the ground, and even not just straight on, but even a little bit more. You see here, a little bit more in the other direction, and then I iron it. It's a very simple thing. It needs a bit. It's not just going one time through it, but you will see that it's more straight. It's not as round as it was. Take the other side, even ironing it, and so now a bit we get it better. So and you see the feather is straightened in nearly any direction, and now it's way better than when you see the cheap just dipped in black color feathers. You see that these feathers are really straight as the original feathers. And what I do now, because this feather bonnets will just be to see for maybe 5 seconds in our little documentary. So you can color them with various colors. Some even hand paint them or airbrush them or whatever. But what I am doing now is the very, very cheap version, because, as I said, we just need them for 5 seconds in the picture. So what I do, I don't have the time currently to go the long road. So what I do now is, I take paper under everything, and simply, what you have to do before, you see these open splits here, and when you have this, is you simply take your fingers, because here are little hooks inside, and as a bird who would use his beak to get these feathers together again, you just take your fingers. It needs some time. Here this feather is very, very good. So, but you can get these feathers together. Oops. You can get these feathers together again, when you just put them together and use your fingers instead of the beak of the bird. So I just stop here because I just need the tip, and my spray paint. I just use a normal spray paint and mate, because as I said, I need it cheap and I need it fast. It's not the best way of doing it, because these paint will glue these small hooks from the feather, so the feather will break in the near future. It's not the best way of making an imitation feather, but it will work on the fast run, and it will not even look as bad as the dipped feathers, who just have this black border here, and this looks a little bit cheaper. So what I use now is this, and so it's not perfect, and I don't need or I don't take a lot of color, so it's not soaked in color, because this is, as more it's soaked in color, as faster the feathers will break later here on the sidelines. But for the fast run, it will work, and when these feathers are put in the cloth and get some horsehair on it, whatever, then it will really look really cool, and you won't see that it's a very fastest way of getting an imitation of an eagle feather. So, but I am not really satisfied with the side. Yeah, now better. So now I let it dry, and yeah, then later on I will show you how to work with feathers and how many ways you have to put feather items together to mount these feathers. And now I will stop, because rain is sound will come, a thunderstorm will come. So goodbye, have a good day, and yeah, happy crafting.